All right, so got a haircut. Did it myself. Came out pretty good. And anyway, diesel tractor. We've got 2.5 weeks before plow day, and I'd like to have it running this weekend so that we can test it and take care of any leaks or issues or things of that nature. What we're going to be working on tonight is hydraulics. Starpuss, as well as a couple other people, pointed out that, and I knew this, but I was just kind of ignoring it, that having 500,000 fittings on that pump, or not the pump, the valve rather, although that may route the hoses in such a way that it works, there's 1 million joints and therefore 1 million potential leak spots. And since that oil that would leak out of there, if it were to leak, is also the oil that powers the steering and the transmission, I have a vested interest in it not leaking, because if I were to lose that fluid, I would in theory lose steering and potentially, fuck up the hydraulic pump, neither of which are good. So I went to Fluid Dynamics yesterday, who have just been phenomenal throughout this whole 1.5 year ordeal. And one of the guys over there, Russ, hooked me up with some pre-crimped, well, they're crimp fittings, but they're not crimped currently. And the reason for that is so that I can kind of mock things up the way I want them to be, and then I can just go there and say, okay, crimp them. So we're going to be working on that tonight. And really, once the hydraulics are routed, we got to make a new throttle cable. So we're using bicycle brake cable, which is some really nice stuff, so we're using that. And let's see, we got to make a throttle cable, do a little bit of wiring and hydraulics, and then it's ready for a test fire. So we're getting there. But I'm going to cut this off now just to keep it a short little 3-minute intro segment, and you'll see more tonight. That's all I got to say about that. All right, first things first. No more mess of fittings. Second things second. The hydraulics are basically in. The hose that returns from the power steering box to the cooler is very long and loops down. It was an extra hose I had that's on there for the time being. I have to get a new dipstick pipe for the rear, because this one, the first couple threads are fucked. And I opened up the hole so that we can get better access to the drain plug, which is in there, which you can't see right now, or to get to the training. I'm gonna have to pop a hole in the Hicks plate, but that's all right. So really, at this point, we gotta put the radiator in, hook up a couple wires. I have a couple pieces of hardware I have to get tomorrow, but check this out. Key on. Oh, Kyle disconnected. Oh, I bet he's laughing right now watching this part. Hold the phone. Try and do this one-handed. I guess this is gonna ruin the surprise. Surprise, nothing works. At this point, I would be surprised. What the fuck? I don't know if you can tell, but I'm kind of frazzled. Send it. 2 weeks before plow day and it hasn't even run yet. What are you guys, silly? Still gonna send it. Okay. Let's see if that's good enough. Freon. Oh yeah, lift pump's pumping, but there ain't nothing for it to pump. Glow plugs work. The cranks. Good to go. So we're like 1 or 2 solid days, and by that I mean like 3 hours of work maybe, if that, between it, you know, between where we are now and getting it so that it runs. And then after that, we gotta put all the body panels back on it, pay attention to the hood a little bit. One of those hoses, the one that makes the sharp 90 right there, that's like a smidge too long, so I'll probably have that one remade. Oh, fucking dropped it. Got him! Anyway, so that's good to go. Yeah. Okay, the one thing I haven't seen yet is, now that I've done that, I was gonna see if the, see what the gauges look like lit up. Maybe I can just kind of half-ass that real quick. I think that's how we have them wired. Let's see. Nope, no gauge lights. What if we do it that way? Hey, look at that. It's lit. Alright, I'm exhausted. And I'm also done. That's all I got for today.